Okay, funny story. My wife was listening to my podcast the other day. Yes, she does that. And she said, "What's this thing called Whatnot you keep talking about on your podcast? Are you shopping without me?" Yes, I am. I'm cheating on you. It's called Whatnot. It's live shopping with chat, and it's a lot of fun. Look, I coach a lot of people online. I coach people to make money online. Most don't know how to do it. And I have been telling a few lately to go to Whatnot, see what they're doing, and give it a try. If you're a Whatnot seller, you really shine, and your people find you. And that's a big deal because if you're selling online, they need to find you for you to make money, right? And then they become repeat customers because they see your face, not just your logo. Whatnot is the largest dedicated live shopping platform, whether it's beauty, it's collectibles, electronics, luxury, fashion, even cookies. Yep, cookies. Sellers are building real thriving businesses. Anyone can do it too. Some people on Whatnot are selling, get this, 10 times as much as they do on other major marketplaces. And you don't know this, but Whatnot buyers spend more than an hour on the app every day. They're not browsing. That's why they call them buyers. They're buying your stuff. So here's how it works. You go live, you showcase your products, and you earn real income. Search Whatnot, WHATNOT, in the App Store, download, and you can start selling right away. So I've been talking about the glasses I ordered from Zenni Optical, my sponsor. Now, I've never ordered glasses online before. I didn't trust it, to be honest. But mine had a scratch, and Zenni was my sponsor, so I kind of sort of had to do it, right? I mean, I can't tell you about it if I haven't done it. So my previous thinking was, prices are too cheap. These can't be good. I'm not going to like them. I'm picky. I take that back. Mine costs about $70, and I can't tell the difference from the $500 pair I purchased 2 months ago. By the way, my wife likes them too. She said they look good on your face, and I want some too. And at about $70 or less, I can buy them. I am surprised, and I'm a customer. Zenni Optical has prescription glasses, sunglasses, blue light lenses, all starting at under $30. Go to Zenni.com, pick a frame, upload your prescription. They'll ship it to your door. No appointment, no store, no upsell at the counter. And Zenni has that virtual try-on, so you can see exactly how the frames look on your face, and that is very cool and confidence building. If your glasses are overdue for a refresh, now it's time. Go to Zenni.com/podcast and use the code podcast15 for 15% off your first order. The styles sell out pretty quick, so don't sit on this. Go to Zenni.com/podcast, promo code podcast15. So Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays are my working days, if you will, my active in my business working days. And we'll talk a little bit about that here in a sec. But I was on a client on Wednesday morning, and she said, "I don't know why I have such a hard time planning my day-to-day stuff. I want it to be easier, my day easier. I get it, everybody does. How do you make that happen? How do you make your day easier?" Well, it starts like a week before. Come on in. Some words, some wisdom, some wisecracks, and today some learning I think you're going to like. We do a couple productivity days this week as well to help you along the way. You can always win by being more productive, no doubt about that, or at least more efficient. But today, it's all about getting a perfect week plan, something I have been on for years, and I know how to do it. It is the Daily Boost from motivationtomove.com. Every single day for a long time, since 2006. Stepping in the studio, very simple mission to help you stand up, take a step, and repeat. Get what you want and be here and support you until you get what you want. We're doing it all over the world. It's crazy how many folks are here. My name is Scott Smith. Good to have you here today. Interesting today. I'll share a story. You get a picture where I am today. We live 5 miles south of the Daytona International Speedway here in Daytona. I live in Port Orange. We're south of Daytona in Port Orange. If you're watching on video today, it's that way, okay? 5 miles south of the Daytona Speedway, and the Rolex 24 is ramping up this weekend as I record this, and right now you can't hear it because I have fancy equipment. They are racing. The wind's blowing from the north. So all you folks that live north of Daytona, you're sending the wind down here. The wind's picking up all the race cars, and it is making noise for about 15 miles that way. It's crazy what's happening. So ever come down the Speedway, it's a great landmark. You should see it someday. Be sure to go to dailyawarenessdiary.com. I got the template for you for my Daily Awareness Diary process. It's not an actual book or anything. It's not anything you have to print out. It's one little page. It gives you some prompts, some questions, a little bit of an explanation, and tells you go do it. And do it about 5 or 6 days. The awareness you will find, and as one of my clients said, awareness is a complicated gift. Once you have it, you can never go back. And that's my goal with this diary. It's for you to really notice the patterns going on in your life, to spot what's happening, to become aware of it. And once you have that awareness, it's up to you whether you move forward or move back. And you can't do it very long without moving forward. So go get it, dailyawarenessdiary.com. All right. So Like I said, I live in Daytona Beach here, and one of the elements of living in this kind of area, and I like it. I've lived in beach areas most of my life. I always dream of living in the mountains until it comes wintertime, and I talk to people who live in the mountains, and they tell me, don't move to the mountains. Vacation here. I get it. I take good advice from good people. But we have a lot of people here. We're surrounded by all kinds of people you can imagine. All of them seem to have one thing in common. They're rushing all over the place, going crazy, doing all kinds of stuff. Just busy, busy, busy. And I would expect that. Moms, dads, a lot of students here. We have a lot of colleges around here, kind of cool stuff. Business people, tourists, yes, absolutely, and a ton of retired people and snowbirds. Snowbirds are people who live up north in the summer, come down here in the wintertime. Because it's warmer in Daytona in the wintertime. What is the temperature today? It's 38 degrees. Good move there, buckaroo. So anyway, a lot of people here, they're all managing their schedule. That's what they have in common. We all have to do that. So many years ago, I was one of those people, maybe like you, that let my schedule drag me around by my private parts. Now, I actually wrote that line down because I don't make sure I said that because that's what it felt like. Felt like somebody had me by the, whatever, you fill that in, I'm not going to do that for you, and drug me all over the place. It didn't feel good. It wouldn't, right? Man, I didn't like it. So I did some research. I figured out exactly what really successful people do. Busy people, people that have a lot of responsibilities. What do? People that need to get stuff done. You met that person. You met the boss that seems to do more than, you don't have that kind of boss? I've had that guy too. But you know the ones, right? You know the ones that they seem to get more done than you can ever possibly imagine. And yet they're always available. How do they do that? Now, let me start by saying something. My schedule never changes. My schedule never changes. Now, that may be hard to believe, but my schedule never changes. Now, what I do within my schedule changes. That make you feel better? But my schedule overall does not change. So here's an overview of mine. This may not work for you. I'm obviously a little bit older than a lot of people listening to the show. I also have a very flexible schedule. I run my own business, so I can do things you can't do. I get it. If you're 28 years old and you got kids and stuff like that, this is going to be different for you. But you can find a version that works for you somehow, and that's the whole point. Don't do what I'm telling you to do. Work it out for you. Do what works for you, okay? So essentially, I only schedule business activities on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. That's it. And only between the hours of 10 and 2 p.m. With the exception of Wednesday, I have a longer day on Wednesday, about 8.5 hours on Wednesday when I'm doing coaching calls. I have decided to put most of my calls on one day. I love the day. It's so powerful for me. A little bit long, but it's powerful, right? Long, 8.5 hours. Everybody does that, right? So that's it. So if you do the math on it, that's 16.5 hours per week. And it's usually not that long, by the way. It depends on what's going on. 16.5 hours working in my business or in my life. Busy, busy, busy doing stuff. That's it. In. Now, we talked a couple of weeks ago about working in or on your business, in or on your life. And I do completely believe that if you are just working on stuff, just sitting back and planning it, that you're missing out. I think there are points that you need to be in doing what you do, like this podcast. I can't sit back and tell somebody else to do my podcast. I got to be in it, right? So 16.5 hours a week that I do that. And otherwise, I just kind of do what I want to do.
Have no fear, Chosen Foods is here to defend your favorite foods from the forces of seedy oils and sketchy ingredients. With cooking oils, salad dressings, and mayo, all powered by the good fats from 100% pure avocado oil and simple, delicious ingredients. Chosen Foods.
What I'm doing here is I'm holding space for myself, absolute space for myself, where I'm going to do the things that I want to be doing. And I decide where I'm going to be spending my time every single week. And you need to do that. You need to hold the space for yourself. So 16.5 hours working in my business. Everything else is on whatever I want to plan, do, think, vision, questing, things like that. So how do we do that? Well, let me be clear. Your hours are your hours. Let's start by saying that. Your hours are your hours. They're not your boss's hours. They might be your toddler's hours. If you got a 2-year-old, that might be I'm going to give you that. But still, no, that's wrong. Fundamentally, your time, what you do with your time is yours. You're born with it. You got your own 24 hours. I can't take your 20 hours from you. I can't. You got it, right? So accept that the premise that you own it, you can do what you want with it, even if you're being driven by things that are happening in your world that you can't control. And I totally get it. I got kids and grandkids. I get what's going on. You still have control. I taught this to my daughter, and she's taking some control. So what would you do? Well, the first thing you want to do is you want to plan your week on a Thursday. Now, this is something people miss often when I teach them. If you go to perfectweekplanner.com, you'll see where I have this. We're redoing that right now. It's great as it is these days. Go ahead and get it. We'll send you a new one when it comes out. But go to perfectweekplanner.com and grab that. But you plan your week on a Thursday. Fundamentally, here's how you do it. And here's why you do it. Get the concept here. Most people get up on a Sunday morning freaked out about Monday. Or Sunday night, 7 o'clock, they walk in their office and go, well, okay, got to get ready for the office tomorrow. I say don't do that. On a Thursday, plan your next week, plan when you're going to spend your time, what you're going to do, look through, do it on a Thursday, and then put it away. Don't take any more calls. Don't take any more scheduling. Don't do anything until the next week. And if you call me on a Monday and say, can I talk tomorrow? Likely not. Probably the next week. I'm going to hold on my schedule. And it's really hard to do, but I got to tell you, people go, okay, I'll talk to you next week. How's that work? So do it on a Thursday. Hold your space, right? Number 2, decide what hours you will be working. Don't worry so much about what you're going to be doing. Just decide when you're going to work. Hold that space. Now, if you want to, you can pull the stuff that you want to do and you can say, okay, this is what I'm going to be working on. Put it in a stack over there so you kind of know where it is. You know what you got to do. Calm yourself a little bit. You don't have to get crazy with it. Just know where it is and know when you're going to be doing it. That's the second step. And third step is pretty easy too as well. I think, remember, we're planning on a Thursday. So let's just relax until Monday. I'm telling you. So what happens is this, is you plan, you enjoy your weekend, you sleep in, you're not worrying about it because you know what your week's going to be like already. I can show you my schedule now. I talk to any of my clients. My schedule hasn't changed in years. Every time they see it, they know when my assistant that works with me, she knows when I'm here actually working in my business and when to get a hold of me, and it's never changed. You should do the same thing. Thursday, plan what you're going to do next week. When you get up Monday morning, pull out your project, pull out your list, whatever it is, and go, what shall I do today in the time I've dedicated to do it? And go get it done. It does get a little bit more into the minutia if you want to go that way. I'm not going to let you do that today. These basic steps to at least get that space held for you, and then we can move on and figure out the little things you're going to do with it. It gets a little complicated sometimes. That's life, right? But the basics are not. So do the basics and watch what happens. Life gets easy. I cannot tell you how powerful what I just taught you has been for me and so many other people. You need to try perfectlyplanner.com where you can get that, okay? If you want to chat with me, get in the chat room or tag me or something, just go to dailyboostpodcast.com/Facebook. That's our private group for the Daily Boost, and I'll see you tomorrow.